So, welcome to today's webinar where I'm joined by not Superman, it's actually Bhautik Sheth from India, and I got the pronunciation right, I hope. Welcome to the show, Bhautik. It's a pleasure to have you on. Nice Superman t-shirt you've got on there. I was a big fan of Superman growing up myself. One of my favourite programs.
I'm still a big fan of Superman. Even at the age of 39, I'm a big fan of Superman.
I probably am as well. I just don't like admitting it. But yeah, no, thank you very much for coming on. So for any of my audience who don't know much about you, Bhautik, do you want to just give us a brief overview of what you do and a bit about your background?
Okay, so Craig, with almost 13 plus years of experience, I entered into the field of training and marketing and digital marketing. It's been now 13 years, and I belong to a city called Surat in a state of Gujarat in India. So the population of my city is somewhere around 60 lakhs. So it's a huge city. Mm-hmm. I have been associated with so many organizations locally, nationally, and globally. I've given the consultation as a digital marketer for more than 60 or 65 companies. I have been worked as a consultant. I've trained more than 50,000 people through webinars and the classroom training sessions and the seminars and the workshops for digital marketing. 2018 was the year when I was given an award of the digital marketing something. I don't remember the name of that award, but that was an award of what I won in 2018. See, I entered into the field of digital marketing in my city quite early. And even if you see the part from where I belong to, so I do not belong to any metro cities of India. Mm-hmm. that you have been to Mumbai or maybe Bangalore, that you went for SEM Rush, Chennai, Delhi. This is the city where digital marketing word, evolved a couple of years back. I started my own company in 2014 in my own city. I started writing blogs back in 2005. I started doing Google AdWords in 2008. SEO again 2008 and 9. Social media marketing started in 2009 after Facebook came in India. So I have spent a lot of time in digital marketing. Initial period was only to explore my capacity. I used to work at that time in the multinational company as a marketing professional. But my inclination was always towards digital marketing because my academic qualification always prompted me to go in that direction. I carry MCA and MBA marketing. So that always wanted me to go in the IT sector, and can I do something with the marketing? And that is where I am right now. I'm helping small industries, middle scale industries. I'm training people, entrepreneurs, startups. I love social media marketing. I love to do something related to content. I get fascinated with search engine optimization. So yeah, there are so many things I have been doing from last 13, 14 years now.
Yeah, every day is a learning day in this industry for sure. And it's great. I think what you're doing is very similar to what I do. I do a lot of training courses and a lot of the same thing, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. And I try and give people a broad, not just SEO, it will be social media marketing, it will be some paid advertising or whatever it's going to be. But today, I want to pick your brains on the social media side of things, just because people talk about SEO all the time on every podcast. And I think having had a look at your profile, and also when I was over in India, I had never heard of the platform called TikTok. And TikTok in India for the social media guys is absolutely insane. It's through the roof. And obviously you guys in India are also using various other platforms to engage with people and stuff like that. So I was on a webinar the other day, which was on Telegram. You guys are using Snapchat for marketing.
Yeah.
So I want to talk because, everyone uses Facebook ads, they use Twitter, they use YouTube. But I want to talk about some of those other channels that you guys are seeing real traction from, because I think for the people, certainly in my opinion, us here in the UK are maybe not using as many social media platforms as maybe guys over in India. So I'd love to hear what channels are working well and how we can integrate this into our strategy. Is there any tools? If you get any tips you can share with us? And especially for me, I want good TikTok growth and I can't really seem to get it. So any tips on that as well would be much appreciated.
I'll start, Craig, with your question from the angle of the Indian market. India is a huge country. 1.35 billion people is a huge audience, right? And it was almost difficult for any marketer till the date, only on the basis of the Facebook, to reach out to this huge audience. And when you are talking about Facebook, it was all somewhere around 2000. It all started somewhere around 2009, 10. It started picking up in the metro cities in 2009, 10, 11. Tier 2 cities, it started picking up in near about 2012 and 13. People started using Facebook. They started getting acquainted with the Facebook. Right now, when I'm seeing the situation in 2020, there is a demographical dividend between the social media user base. So when you see a particular age group, so age group is somewhere around 28 plus age group, they are still using Facebook. But now if you are going to talk about the people of 15 plus, 15 to 25, they are huge fan of Instagram. Now there is another segment of the people who belongs to the villages, towns, very far away areas of India. They started using TikTok. So TikTok gradually became the number one social media platform in India, and because the larger audience still to date are belonging to the part of the further side of the India, the rural area and the suburban area, the town area. So they all started using TikTok. What I personally feel that TikTok has a huge potential, but at the same time, still we are at the very naive stage as a marketer to use TikTok as potentially as Facebook or Instagram. But yes, there are certain sectors, there are certain industries like FMCG is one of the industries that should look at TikTok, and they have started looking at TikTok. They are hiring the TikTok influencers, the people who have millions of followers. They are giving the products and they are asking them to create certain number of videos and posting on their platform so that they can get a good eyeballs of their followers, and hence they can increase the number of sales of their products. So this is how TikTok has started. Uh, I'm still very skeptical about the TikTok ads because TikTok is spending a lot of money in Indian market. They're promoting TikTok ad platform on Facebook and Instagram. From last couple of months, they are doing a lot of advertisements on these two platforms, inspiring other users, marketers to go and explore TikTok advertisement platform. But I'm still very skeptical about that. That how successful that would be. The time only can tell. But the one social media platform that silently entered into the Indian market and grabbed the eyeballs of the professionals is LinkedIn. Believe me, Craig, that so many people are now using LinkedIn not only for the organic purpose that they are spending a lot of money on LinkedIn. The small scale industries, the mid sized businesses, the large scale businesses, the entrepreneurs, startups, they are on LinkedIn. They are focusing on increasing their own follower base. I am about to approach 10,000 friends on LinkedIn. Similarly, the organizations are focusing on the LinkedIn so that they can get as many followers on LinkedIn. They are spending money. They are spending money on the different objectives on the LinkedIn ads. They're spending money on the brand awareness ad. They're spending money on lead generation ads. They're spending money on the website traffic ads. So I personally feel that this is the right time to look towards LinkedIn other than Facebook and Instagram. Still, Instagram is topping the chart, and the only reason is the user base. As I said earlier, if you see the 15 to 27, 28 years of the age group, they're spending their maximum time on Instagram, irrespective of which part of country they belong to, irrespective of which segment of the society they belong to. They all are using Instagram a lot. And right now, when we are discussing this thing when the entire country is in the lockdown from last 30, 32 or 35 days now. You will not believe that this is the time, exactly at this time only, maximum number of people they go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
Believe me, like before lockdown, nobody was talking about live. Nobody actually knowing that there is a live on Instagram. But now they are going on live. They want to discuss something with someone. They are just talking like that with their followers. So when I open my own Instagram, I see five, six, seven different stories with the live tag,
Yeah.
and that gives me a very positive thing. But at the same time, I am bit worried also. I am just trying to understand that this is because of the current situation. This lockdown situation is forcing them to go on the live on Instagram, or this is converting in a habit. So I don't know whether post lockdown, if they are going to continue using this pattern, if they are going to follow this pattern, then believe me, Instagram along with LinkedIn and emerging TikTok, these three platforms are literally going to rule the Indian as far as social media marketing.
Yeah, I think LinkedIn in the UK is definitely a very good tool, and one that I've used for a number of years, and got a lot of growth out of it. I think that one's but Instagram and TikTok are ones that we find to get our heads, find to get our. It's a bit more difficult to get your head around and get some traction on there. But yeah, I think you're right. Without people are locked up and are doing more live, webinars or live Instagrams and stuff like that. I think people will get bored of that. I think people do still value conferences and in-person networking, but we'll see how that goes. But in terms of Instagram and trying to get any traction on there, is there, like, we spoke about LinkedIn for a minute there. Now, I've used automated tools on LinkedIn, such as linkedhelper.com, which adds people, it can remove people, it can follow people, it can, do that stuff. Are there any other tools for the other social media platforms that maybe we're not using? What are you using for Instagram? Is there anything for TikTok or any of the other platforms? Have you got any good tools that you guys are using that we maybe not using at this stage?
Yeah. So when we are talking about the different tools on the different social media, there are certain tools like Hootsuite that are very common, and believe me, still people are using these kind of tools to schedule their content and something like that. But when it comes to some other social media, yeah, still I doubt how many people are using any automated tool for Instagram. But I can assure you that there are certain group of people who are using some automated tool for Twitter. So Twitter is a kind of platform where people are using some tools. They are using Twitter application so that they can increase the number of follower base. When it comes to TikTok, I doubt any tool people are using. When it comes to Instagram, people are using some applications, mobile applications that creates their stories, and that grids they can create 3 by 3 grids, and
Yeah.
3 by 4 grid. So this kind of mobile applications people are using a lot. The only reason for using this kind of thing is they want to become more creative in terms of the content. They believe that the presentation plays a very important role, very vital role. And there are certain applications like InShot they are using for TikTok. InShot is becoming so popular in India. The only reason is that InShot is providing a lot of options for creating the vertical videos. You can add your own music, because TikTok has now stopped allowing people to use to add their own sound. So if you want to add your own sound, you have to create your own vertical video in another application, and that you can upload on TikTok. And that is the reason that so many people are using TikTok. InShot for the TikTok. So as far as marketers are concerned, there are some big agencies who are using some good software specifically for the online reputation management, the auto tweets and the auto responses and the auto replies. But as I said earlier, when we are talking in the context of the Indian audience, the larger audience is still away from this kind of paid tools. Yeah, if you are going to give them some tools like for this, yes, like what we are doing right now, StreamYard.
Yeah.
So they are using tools like StreamYard, Belive. They are using a lot for the online talk shows and the online live sessions. So this is the time when people have spent a lot of money on Zoom as well. Zoom, they are spending a lot of
Yeah.
money. Live webinar, they have started spending a lot of money. So I think that the choices of the people totally depend on their requirement. And yeah, so I cannot say that there is a bunch of people who are using this many systems or this many tools or the software, but people are choosing their tools, their software on the basis of their own requirement. But I personally think that why mobile applications are being used as a hot cakes. The only reason is they are very easy to use, they're very fast, and as I said earlier, people are more content conscious rather than the result conscious, and that content consciousness is forcing them to search for this kind of applications so that they can create some beautiful content, stories, and the post and the filters and the color correction tools. So they are literally searching for this kind of applications on Google Play Store and iOS stores, and then they are downloading it, they are using it. Many of them are going and purchasing this kind of application. Some of them are still using it as a free applications.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I think you're right. It really depends on your skills. Like, I'm not very creative with banners or graphics as such.
Yeah,
And I have on Instagram and stuff, I have used a couple of different applications that have kind of helped
yeah,
someone like me who has got basic skills make it look a lot more professional. So yeah, no, that's all very interesting and good advice there. I mean, when people are coming to you and getting training on social media marketing, building a brand, and all of that kind of stuff. Is there any other suggestions? It doesn't have to be platform specific, but even what are your core platforms? Is it like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram? What are you educating people out there? What's if you've got no
yeah,
following and you
yeah.
start? What is the process like?
Okay, so we will always start, Craig, by explaining the difference between social media marketing and social media sales. I personally feel that a lot of businesses, a lot of marketers, a lot of consultants, a lot of agencies, they are not explaining the difference between marketing and sales to their audiences. So let's how we do. So we always focus on the organic activity on the social media, like Facebook or Instagram, Twitter or LinkedIn, and we always ask our clients or the people who are coming to meet us or those people who wants to hire us as a consultant or as an agency. So we always explain this to them that see, you have to focus on the marketing activity, you have to continuously engage your audience, and then if you feel that your time comes in between to run some campaigns, you want to increase your sales, you want to go with some sales activities, sales promotion activities, you want to uh, spend some money in the branding activity, at that time you have to spend money on the advertisement. So we never ask our audience or our clients to create a post on Facebook, then click on the boost button and spend money. No, until and unless you don't require to spend money on the ads, you better focus on the organic activity, rather it's on Instagram or Facebook. And whenever you feel that you are very clear with your objective, then only you should spend a specific amount of budget for that kind of campaign. Because right now what we have seen all these years, that people, they want to use social media because they want to sell the product or they want to sell their services. That is the only reason. Now you see, this is the pandemic situation. We all are stuck somewhere. The cash flow is, heavily affected. The economy is facing some challenge, not only in India but all across the globe. Right now, if somebody is talking about sales, nobody is ready to listen to them. But nobody's talking about the user generated content. Nobody is doing anything for their client that can engage people on their social media. Nobody is talking about empathy. Nobody is talking about connection with the audience and connecting with them. Nobody is talking about the nostalgia. Nobody is talking about that future is going to be good, some good things are going to happen. All these things should have been done on their respective social media platforms by creating some strategic content. And if the companies can do it right now, believe me, when this lockdown will be lifted, the things are going to become normal slowly but steadily. These people are going to remember you. I tell you our example. So what we are doing, we in my organization, in my agency, from last 30-35 days, every day we are creating the collage of our team members. That collage is the work from home. Every day we create one work from home idea. We create a collage of the pictures and the videos of our team members who are working in my agency, and we are posting it on all the social media. And that is inspiring so many agencies, so many organizations. They are sending us messages, they are calling us, they are sending the message on the WhatsApp and the Messenger. They are saying that, hey, you are doing this, we love this idea, you guys are very inspiring, you are making us feel laugh, you are showing the real culture of your company, you have great team. So these are the things that is going to help my company after lockdown. So we are using social media, but right now we are only doing organic activity because I believe that organics is not dead. It's all about how you're approaching the particular social media platform. What I am doing on my TikTok right now, although there are so many different types of videos available, you can use the TikTok just for an entertainment. What I have done, I have merged entertainment with a marketing message. So it's not like that I'm taking my mobile phone and I'm talking something about marketing. The hey, these are the 5 tips you should do this. No, I'm not doing this. I'm picking up some sound. I'm picking up some music. I'm picking up some song. I'm thinking about the concept that connects with the digital marketing or business. Then I create that, use this concept, merge it with that music or sound, and I shoot a video. And that video, a specific group of people are liking a lot. So somewhere you have to identify your own way of working, right? Because if you are going to do it for your own way of working, it is going to create a different identity of yours, different identity of your business, and that is what your people are expecting from you other than sales.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think what I've tried to do is offer a bit of entertainment on TikTok as such to show people that I am a real guy. But what I've really done a lot of the time is do a lot of videos, tutorials, questions and answers as well across other platforms. I'm just a bit unsure on TikTok, what the best thing to do is to get the best traction, because everyone is entertaining on there. You don't really see many people being educational as such on there. So and that's the only platform I'm personally really struggling with. But I think you're right.
I think, Craig, I have suggestion. Sorry to interrupt you, but I have some suggestion for you if you are looking towards TikTok. Even these are my early days on the TikTok, but what I understood on the TikTok, that number one, you have to focus on some certain keywords. That is the hashtag keywords that you can use. Number two, try to create your own, style of doing the things that people are going to love a lot. As I say that I am merging the sound with the message, and that is what people are liking, rather than going randomly with any entertaining sound and the music and doing any damn thing. I'm not into all those games because I know that I can be very pathetic doing all those things. People cannot accept me in that role. Third thing, what people are doing right now, people are using EduTalk. The academicians and the trainer, they are using EduTalk hashtag a lot. But then I personally feel that my audience on TikTok is not expecting me to train them, to give some knowledge. If they want knowledge, they can approach me on LinkedIn. If they want knowledge, maybe they can, reach out to me somewhere on Facebook. They can go and read my blogs. If it is TikTok, they want to see me for 15 or 30 or 60 seconds entertainment plus message that can they can allow them to think something.
Yeah.
So maybe if you can do that, I think that can work a lot.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely keep trying. It's just I just got to constantly keep trying different things until I get the method that works. And I think that's the same across any social media platform, to be honest. What works for one guy doesn't necessarily work for the next guy. But before we wrap up, Bhautik, is there any other tips that we should know when it comes to social media marketing?
Okay, so only one suggestion I want to give to all the listeners who are going to listen to this. When it comes to social media marketing, there are certain myths that you need to understand. Number one myth is that social media is all about creativity. The more creative you can be, the more beautiful graphics and the videos you can create, the more success you can get in terms of the business growth. No, I personally feel that focus on the real-time content, original content, that is going to become so important for your organization. Second thing, when it comes to social media marketing, keep some patience, right? Kindly do not put every social media in the same plate. Try to think your social media, try to understand your audiences on the different social media, and according you can decide your content, and then only you measure your results with the different KPIs. So you should do some customized KPIs for the different social media. And number three, please don't think that organic is dead. I can bet on this. The continuity in the good content, original content talking about your business, your people, your product, your stakeholders, that is going to give you a very good organic result, and that will give you the continuity in terms of the organic result. So I think these three tips can definitely help them a lot.
Perfect. And before we go, if anyone does want to get some training from you, or they want to reach out to you to talk to you, where is the best place we can get a hold of you?
Oh yes, yeah. So they can get me on any social media platform other than Tinder, because I'm married. I'm not available on Tinder. So they can reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Please go and watch my YouTube videos. That is normally in our own Hindi language, because I think that vernacular language has a lot of power. So I personally am using now YouTube for the vernacular language videos. So you can reach out to me anywhere.
No problem at all. I'll have links below the video to all of Bhautik's channels anyway. So when this goes out live, you'll be able to see the links below. But thank you very much for taking the time to jump on and share some social media knowledge bombs. It has been a pleasure. And
thank you so much, Craig.
Hope you continue to stay safe and keep rolling out the videos while we are on lockdown.
You too. You too. Take care, Craig.
Cheers, man.